Hello, I'm Beth Butler, Executive Director of Disability in North Carolina. Disability in North Carolina is a private, nonprofit membership organization empowering businesses across North Carolina to achieve disability, inclusion, and equality. This message was sponsored by the North Carolina Council on Developmental Disabilities.
Welcome to your NCWorks Career Center, and the key word that I just said is your career center. Well, Workforce Centers, we're here to support people on their journey to a successful career. So some of the ways that we do that, we provide training scholarships, we provide career exploration, we provide help with resumes, work experience, and just whatever it takes to get a person from where they are to reaching their career goal. One of the first things we try to do when a person comes through the center is understand what those barriers are and help them to remove barriers.
North Carolina is an employment-first state, and roughly 2 years ago, Governor Cooper signed an executive order to that effect that recognizes the importance of people with disabilities to be part of the regular workforce, earning competitive wages, having every opportunity for a career. And our state right now is focused on the state as a model employer, meaning North Carolina as a state governing entity as one of the largest hiring entities in the state is interested to be really proactive and intentional in diversifying the workforce. We want to see people with disabilities have more opportunities to gain competitive employment, to have careers, to be more independent as a result of this, to have assets, all that comes with being employed. I really encourage you to ask and to seek out those resources. We're here to help.
Hi, my name's Jennifer Thomas. I'm with the Division of Workforce Solutions. In particular, we enjoy helping North Carolinians find jobs. That certainly includes North Carolinians with disabilities. Only about 33% of working-age Americans with disabilities participate in the workforce.
Employment impacts everybody. And NCWorks Career Centers are a great resource for everybody in the community. Our initiative, North Carolina Employment Collaborative, works on just that. So we are hoping through systems change activities that there will be more partnership between agencies that work on employment services. We're talking about commerce, vocational rotation, community college, as well as our business leaders in the community. And therefore, in the end, people with IDT are going to benefit from that partnership. As a person that has a physical disability, I am well aware of the stigma, the challenges, the fear at times that you're not going to find what you're looking for, or maybe it's not going to be a good fit for you. But the biggest thing that I want to encourage people is to recognize your challenge as a strength and find the resources, the information that can help you find that fit, help you find that job you're looking for. See yourself as an asset to an organization out there that fits your goals, your skills, those intangible things that you in particular bring to a job. There's always somebody out there looking for what you have.
If just 1% of unemployed people with disabilities joined the U.S. labor force, the gross domestic product could get a boost of up to $25 billion.
The mission of Disability in North Carolina is to empower companies for disability inclusion. Many of our companies are ranked some of the best places to work for disability inclusion in North Carolina. Employers want a source from all types of individuals, including people with disabilities, and they also want to hire people with disabilities because it's about inclusion of all types of individuals.
We want to ensure that all individuals with disabilities in North Carolina have access to their local NCWorks Career Centers. So we want to encourage all job seekers, including those with disabilities, to leverage the services and supports that are available to them through their local NCWorks Career Center.
Well, there are more than 700,000 working-age people with disabilities in North Carolina. And employers are looking for exactly the kind of skills and talents that they already have.
My name is Chris Hendricks, and I happen to have a condition called cerebral palsy. I am an entrepreneur, I'm an author, I am a professional recording artist, and I also happen to be a professional benefits counselor that works with multiple companies such as Aflac, Colonial, and others. For persons that might be looking to have a career who have conditions that might be visible, I would encourage them to remember that, like you, I have a condition that allows me to uniquely serve other people. Persons with conditions are just so capable. The word disability implies that we're lacking in something. And I don't remember a time in my life where I ever saw myself as missing anything or lacking anything. If anything, my condition has always made me more capable.
I am a person who lives with a disability and the limits it provides on a daily basis. Limits don't mean unable. They simply mean I have to try a little harder. I was born with a disability and in spite of that was able to run a small business for 16 years, and now I work for a large company and earn a great salary. Previously in life, I tried to hide the disability that I had. I was afraid to tell anyone and had some negative experiences when I did disclose to other people what my condition was. However, I've learned over time that the best thing I can do is to be upfront with people and to tell them in a brief way that I have a condition, I might need an accommodation, and if that comes up, I'll let you know. My advice to an employer would be to seek out candidates with a disability because they have already overcome so many obstacles in life, simply to be here, that they're going to be an incredibly hard worker, irrespective of anything else.
Hi, my name is Philip Woodward. I am a system change manager at the North Carolina Council on Developmental Disabilities, also known as NCCDD. I am hard of hearing, I read lips, I wear 2 hearing aids, and I know American Sign Language. So anyway, there are many benefits to hiring deaf and hard of hearing people. 10 to 20% of the population has a hearing loss of some type. And so if you understand your deaf and hard of hearing employees, you're going to be in a position to provide better customer service for people who are deaf and hard of hearing, who are customers. Providing accommodation for your deaf and hard of hearing employees will help all of your employees.
My name is Jennifer Gray. I'm an attorney in Raleigh, and I am legally blind. I had been practicing law for over 13 years when I unexpectedly lost most of my vision due to a very rare eye condition. That was a very difficult adjustment period for me, but there are a lot of services available that have helped me gain skills to cope with that. I have been taking classes at the DSB Career and Training Center. They've taught me a lot of adaptive technology, including computer programs, screen readers, things that would help me get back into the workforce, and a lot of programs that I think would be reasonable accommodations. I would recommend that you get in contact with your local vocational rehabilitation office and see what services they suggest. For me personally, that was the Division of Services for the Blind, and I've been taking classes at the Career and Training Center there. I would encourage people to just not be afraid to ask for help. There's a lot of available resources out there. It may be hard to ask at first, but it's definitely worth it. I was interrupted in the middle of my career as an attorney, but I still have the same knowledge, the same skill set. I just have to learn how to do some things a different way, but the motivation is still there.
NCWorks did help me out with my employment. Fortunately, I was able to reach out to Beth Butler, who gave me a few, phone numbers to call and a few resources to look up, jobs, and I was able to apply to a few jobs, and I got a few callbacks and was able to get an interview and was able to start working. Basically, told them that I did have dwarfism, and they, the person that interviewed me pretty much stated that that shouldn't be an issue. And once I interviewed, she was very accommodating, and I literally had everything I needed within a week of employment of being there. So they were very accommodating at Secure Care. So whatever makes you comfortable, just ask for help. Just don't be afraid to ask for help, because I wish someone would have told me that before, and I'm glad I reached out for help, and it's been working out.
I would say if you need an accommodation or help getting through this process, be sure and ask, because there are resources there to help you find employment.
If you're a job seeker with a disability, I encourage you to leverage your local NCWorks Career Center. There are services and supports available to you. Whether it's accommodations or other supports, I encourage you to ask your NC Career Center staff for more information.